Welcome everybody to the February 2019 Director Bound. Woo-hoo! So we are all really excited that you are here to be part of the Director Bound program. We're going to talk tonight about some of the special perks and recognition that you will get when you promote to director level and above. So we invited each one of you to be part of this program because we see something special in you. You have huge potential to move up in the Pampered Chef career plan, and we are very excited to see every single one of your faces here tonight. We are going to be working closely with you over the next 6 weeks to help you reach your goals. It's very possible to promote to director in 6 weeks, or actually even less. The first week, we're going to share everything that Pampered Chef has to offer to consultants and directors. We'll discuss why you would want to be a director with a Pampered Chef, what it takes to be a director, and how we're going to support you when you decide directorship is for you. And FYI, there are director teams that have promoted in about 45 days, okay? Just so you know. So how many of you are already getting everything you want from your business? Is anybody like 100% satisfied and everything is perfect?
No.
Right. That's why we're here, okay? So that would mean that everybody here would like to get more, correct? So the next step for you to get the more you're looking for would be to promote to a director team. So let's start off by talking about why you would want to give yourself a promotion this year and become a director. So just for those of you who have a general idea about directorship, why do you want to promote? What are some of the things that come along with it? Why do you want to promote? What are some of the perks?
Unmute yourself and speak.
Yep.
You get a bump in commission.
Yep. What else?
Vacation.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Being independent.
Absolutely. So there's actually quite a bit that happens when you promote to director team. Most of us could use some extra money, right? Okay. So when you're a director, you receive overrides, which are bonuses that we get as leaders for helping our team members get off to a great start and help them along the way with their businesses. You get a 3% override on what you sell. You get a 3% override on what your team sells. And the first time you promote to director, you get 250 Pampered Chef dollars. That's on top of your commissions. And every month, you get a $10 activity bonus for every consultant on your team who is active that month. And that means selling $150 or more. You will also get new free products each season as long as you meet your requirements, which is $12.50 per month in 3 out of the previous 4 months. So as long as you're working your business, you're getting free products. Your trip point requirements, so getting to Disney, those points are less when you are a director, so it makes it a little easier to earn the trip. Plus, you earn 3,000 points for every recruit of yours who qualifies, and 6,000 points for every director, or 6,000 points rather, when you promote a director. So you become a director, somebody on your team follows suit, 6,000 points from them. So you will most likely be traveling with Pampered Chef when you promote to director. Anybody want to go to Disney?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you absolutely want to go to Disney. You have not had a trip unless you've had a Pampered Chef trip. Let's see, so you'll be going to Disney, and you will also be recognized at National Conference as a new director. You get to walk across stage. Directors like to wear red. Red is our color of leadership in Pampered Chef. So there is a sea of red. You get to walk in while literally the entire auditorium is on their feet screaming at the top of our lungs for all of the new directors. You have a special breakfast. You get treated like royalty at conference. And then we're going to celebrate your promotion here as well as at conference. As a director, you will also be able to attend special training opportunities, which include regular calls with the home office. Some of you might know that we have nationwide leader calls every month. Some of you may also know that we actually get some FaceTime with Tracy Britt-Cool, our CEO. There are a lot of really incredible things that happen when you promote to director team. You can also attend a professional development training of your choice and be reimbursed up to $100 per year. So that could be a computer class or motivational training. There's a bunch of different things that fall under that category as well. So far, so good, right? Like that's a ton of stuff right there. Okay, so here's a picture of some of the things that you'll get as a director. You can get a spoon necklace. You get one as each level, and each level as you promote will have a different colored gemstone in there. You also get a higher discount on personal sales. So you get 30 or personal orders, so 30% off instead of 20% off. And let me make sure you can all see this here. Move you a little bit. And you get, these are the overrides, product samples. So any questions on some of these perks? There's a lot here. And this is all online, so this can be reviewed anytime you want to, but there's quite a bit that you get. So one of the most exciting things about promoting director, honestly, is being able to change the course of people's lives. All the perks are fantastic. Trust me, we all love them, but nothing is better than being able to help somebody else out. What if you could help a young parent stay at home with his or her children? Maybe you could help somebody get out of a dead-end job that he or she absolutely hates and is just crushing them. Maybe you could help avoid somebody from having to file for bankruptcy. Maybe you could give them the income so that doesn't have to be what happens to them. Maybe you could help somebody buy their very first house or a new car. Maybe you could give somebody a sense of belonging and a sense of family when they join your team. Maybe you could help somebody just find some fun and joy in their lives. There are so many different people and so many different reasons why Pampered Chef can help them. And the fantastic thing is this business can fit anybody's needs and anybody's lifestyles. There are people on my team who started because they needed to get out of a bad relationship. There are people on my team who hated their job, and because of Pampered Chef, were able to leave that job. Nicole and Michelle, I'm sure you have a couple of examples of people on your team who really were able to have their life turn around because of Pampered Chef. Either one of you have a quick story you can share?
Put us on the spot, why don't you?
Yeah, well.
Do you want me to share my story real fast?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. I mean, I know when I first joined, my house was getting ready to foreclose on, and I absolutely needed the extra income desperately and was not willing to go work another part-time job and have to be there at a specific time like they require you to be. So this was extremely flexible for me to join in the end. And then I ventured into, to joining and wasn't even at a show and literally just signed up under a lady I didn't even know and joined with her, and was her first recruit. Was able to pull my house out of foreclosure because of 2 Pampered Chef paychecks. If it wasn't for that, I would have definitely lost my home forever. And then I ended up venturing into being able to do this full time. I never in 1,000,000 years thought I could do this full time until I seen the potential with, I will say, Michelle and another girl named Julie, who really helped me see that potential in making this a full-time true career out of an actual business, that you really can make this real money doing and selling choppers and spatulas and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But what my big push was for me is I did not care for my boss at the York County prison that I was working at. It wasn't the job, it was my boss. Mm-hmm. So I was able to eventually quit that full-time job and do this 100% full-time. And I absolutely love it.
Stop and think about that. Saving somebody from having their house foreclosed. That's what this can do. So that's what we really want to help you wrap your head around, is the impact that this can make. Okay? Thanks, Nicole.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's talk about some fun. I hope you all have some fun at your parties and at your team meetings, but let me tell you, do we have fun celebrating directorship, celebrating all of the milestones that come along with it? And we just have a blast hanging out together. So these are some pictures from national conferences, from other things in the past year. Nicole, I don't have any pictures of your team. I apologize. We need to add these.
You do have Nicole up there. She's in one of those orange shirts.
Yeah, but we need to but anyways, so yeah, so this is just a little sneak peek. There's so much fun to be had as a director team. You get to meet and connect with some of the most incredible people that you will ever meet anywhere. So some of you are very new to the business. We know we have some people here who are within their first 90 days. And that means you're eligible for the Fast Track to Director program. Now, if you're beyond your 90 days, don't tune out, listen up, because this is something you can offer to somebody when they join your team. So make sure you are really familiar with how this program works. The way it works is when you promote to director in your first 90 days, you get a $500 cash bonus. That's on top of the commissions you're earning, on top of the 250 PC bucks we just talked about. This is cash money, okay? Then you keep it going for another 3 months after that, and your team keep chugging along. You get another $500 cash bonus. So there's $1,000 cash right there on top of everything else. What kind of impact would that money make for you if you're within your first 90 days? Or what could that do for somebody that you are recruiting onto your team? Think about that. That is a huge chunk of money, okay? And then check it out. When somebody on your team says, I want to do that too, and then you wind up with a fast track director of your own as a fast track director, you then get $1,000 on top of that. We're talking about $2,000 in a bonus. Let that sink in. So if you're within your first 90 days, that is on the table waiting for you to walk in and claim it, okay? And if you're outside of your 90 days, this is what you can offer to people when they join your team. All of the other perks, all of the other free products, the discounts, the commission that they make, plus $2,000. That could absolutely change the direction of somebody's life, okay? So let's take a peek at how the money works, okay? So at the consultant level, you can earn up to a 25% commission. When you add just one person to your team, you will immediately begin earning a higher percentage on everything you sell, and you'll earn everything that you sell, and you earn more on what they sell as well. So promoting to senior consultant, which is just having one active consultant on your team, just one, okay? And you're going to give yourself a 6.3% raise, okay? And then you add a second person to your team, and now you're going to be earning even more, okay? Because you're earning more on what you sell, and you earn more on what your team sells, which means that you are going to be looking at a raise of about 14.5% over what you would be doing by yourself as a consultant, okay? We are better together. So you do not want to leave money sitting on the table, because it is literally sitting there waiting. Pampered Chef has it waiting for you to take it out of their hands, okay? So your goal really needs to be to step up in the career plan as fast as you possibly can. Did you know that we have leaders in the company who earn as much as 33% of everything they sell each month? Yeah, 33% of what they're selling. And you can absolutely do that too. Ask me, ask Michelle, ask Nicole. We will explain it to you, because it is there. At the director level, the percentages jump again, and you begin to collect an additional bonus for team activity. So take a look at this. That is a 48% raise at the director level over what you would be making by yourself as a consultant. Okay? 48%. The bigger your team gets, the more you earn. That's it. It's that simple. The average American gets a 3 to 4% raise each year. How many of you have a regular job besides Pampered Chef? Go ahead. Okay. Ever gotten a 40% raise in 6 months' time? Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. this is what Pampered Chef can do. This is what Pampered Chef is offering you. Literally, you can write your own paycheck and you can give yourself a 48% raise within a few months. Okay? So the average American, like I said, is only getting 3 to 4% raise. One of our Pampered Chef, we all have some Pampered Chef friends who have done some incredible things. This particular one is from Charlotte Nagai. So she used to do like a huge amount of virtual parties. She kind of like almost invented virtual parties for Pampered Chef. So you can see she made $882 at the consultant level in 2013, and at the director level in 1 month, she made $3,459 in 2016. Okay? Huge jumps you can make. So let's talk about how do we get there. Has anybody seen this graphic before?
No.
No? Some yes, some no? Okay. So again, this is all available on Consultants Corner, but we're going to walk through this. So I'm going to start with this, and then we're going to hand it over to Michelle, and then Nicole is going to do the last section of the call. So you're going to hear a little bit from all of us. All right, so let's take a look at how we move up in the career plan. So this is going to show an example of Jen, okay? Jen is a senior consultant with one team member, Pat. Okay, now Jen sells $2,400 a month, and she's going to consistently sell the same amount as we work through all of these examples, okay? So Jen isn't working more herself. Just keep that in mind. So she sells $2,400 in a month. Pat sells $1,000. So Jen makes 23% commission on her own sales. And so Jen makes 2% commission on her own sales wow, can't talk, sorry. Jen makes 23% commission on her own sales as a consultant. As a team leader, as a senior consultant, she gets an extra 1% on her own sales and an extra 1% on what Pat sells. So she makes an extra $35, which is 6.3% more. Okay? She didn't do any more parties. She would have been making $552 by herself. Simply because she's got a friend in the business, she's making $587 now. Okay? Now, next month, Jen is still selling $2,400, and Pat sells the same $1,100 rather, and now they have Chris. Okay, Jen has signed Chris, and Chris sells $500. So Jen makes, as a consultant, would have made the same base commission, right? But now she gets 2% more on her sales. She gets 2% more on her team sales. So her overrides are now $80. That's your 14.5% right there. She's doing the exact same amount of shows. She just has more people playing in the sandbox with her, and that's the difference, okay? Every new consultant you sign, you also get 30 PC bucks. So these are some of the perks over here. So every consultant you sign, when they qualify, 30 PC bucks. So this can help get you to national conference for free. This can help get you supplies for free. It can help you get new products for free. And remember, you're still making real money. This is PC bucks on top of it, okay? So you get that at every career level. You get that 30 PC bucks, okay? All right, so now we're going to hand it over to Michelle, and she's going to continue from here.
All righty. So we're still hanging out with Jen. And now we're going to show you a couple of different ways that you can promote to director, because there isn't just one path. There's multiple paths, okay? So I actually like to start see there's 3 things of Jen here. I like to start actually with the one on the bottom left there, the mid left. Yes, that one. Because I feel like that is the one that most people think they have to do, which is Jen directly recruits 5 people. She recruits Pat and Chris and Les and Jill and somebody else, okay? So she has 5 active recruits. What is an active recruit, PS? Anybody know? What is an active consultant?
What does it mean to be active? What do you need to do?
They have to do 150.
150 minimum each month, exactly. Okay,
That's
just
it.
want so you guys know that that's important. They have to be active. Okay, so you can promote, once you have 5 active team members on your team, and your team, including you, is doing $5,000 in sales, you promote to director, okay? So you got 5 people, Let's hope they're each doing more than 150, but say they're each doing 150 and you do 5,000 in personal sales, you promote right there, okay? But we're gonna stick with Jen here. Jen's doing 2,400 every month. She's got 5 active recruits that she personally recruited, she promotes. Now let's go back up to the top. Jen, in this scenario, has recruited 4 people, and Jill got excited because we tell everybody you should invite your friends to join you in your business because it's more fun when you're working with your friends, right? So Jill invited Kim to join her, and now there's 5 people in Jen's downline. You see that? They're not all personally recruited by Jen. At least 1 or 2 has to be, but as long as there's a total of 5, Jen is eligible to promote as a director team, okay? Now look at the bottom one on the right here. In this case, Jen recruited 3 people and 2 of her people recruited, a total of 5, okay? Now we never want to work towards minimums, and actually my first director ever promoted, the day she promoted, she had 20 people in her downline. And people kept laughing, oh my gosh, we can't believe you have so many. But you know what? Her goal was to promote quickly, and she started recruiting, and her people started recruiting, and she had 20 people. Because why would you want to worry about having the minimum number? You always want to have more, right? But the minimum to promote is 5 people and $5,000. Okay, so let's talk about what this means. Let's go back up there, right under where it says director example. Commission. We know Jen is selling $2,400 a month. That's her average sales every month. So if she was a consultant, it would be $552. Now we saw that at senior consultant, they had 1% override. At team leader, they had 2% override. At director, you get 3% override, okay? So what does this mean? I get my standard 20%. Jen gets her standard 20%, plus she gets another 3% on her paycheck. And she gets 3% on all the sales those people in her downline did. So Pat's 1,100, and Chris is 500, and Les is 1,000, and Jill's 850, and Kim's 650. She's getting 3% on all of those people. Why? Because it is her job to support them. And Pampered Chef pays us to train and support our consultants, okay? She also gets an activity bonus, $10 for every active consultant on her team. So in this case, she has 5 people and they're all active. So she has $50. So you can see that her paycheck, had she just been a consultant this month, would be $552. But by just being supportive and doing some training with her people, she went from $552 to $797. She got a 35% raise. That is huge, right? That's a huge, huge raise. I think that's awesome. You also get 250 Pampered Chef dollars when you promote. What can you use that for? You can use that to pay your way to conference, so you can walk across that stage in that red dress, right? You can use it to buy some catalogs and order forms. You can use it to save it up and buy some products that you really want during Kit Enhancement Month, or when the new products come out and they're half price. You know, you can use a lot of things with 250 Pampered Chef dollars. Excuse me. As a director, we also heard you get other benefits, right? We get to go to a special director event at conference. We get special training. We get FaceTime with Tracy Britt-Cool, our CEO. We get a lot of different things. Okay. So let's talk about, go down to the bottom here. Jen is building her team. She decided she's going to up her game a little. She doesn't want to sell $2,400 a month. She wants to double that. So rather than doing 1 party a week, she's going to start doing 2 parties a week. Because you know, you get excited when you see these big paychecks coming in all of a sudden. So now she's doing about $4,800 in personal sales a month. And she builds her team from 5 people to 14, because more people is a comfort zone. You'll always make your 5,000 in sales that way. Always have your 5, you know, your active people. And she's excited, and her team is excited. So they start building and they start recruiting more. Look where her paycheck goes all of a sudden. It goes from $797 to $1,739. She made almost $1,000 more, and all she is doing is working 1 more time a week. When I tell people that I do 2 parties a week, sometimes they go, oh my gosh, that's so many. And then I say, look, if I got a job at Kohl's I would have to work a minimum of 3 times a week. If I get a job at McDonald's, I'd have to work a minimum of 3 times a week. I'm working less than most people who work part-time, okay, outside of my home. But look at that, 118% increase. So that is pretty awesome. Do you guys have any questions about how that works?
No.
So one of the, sorry, go ahead. Somebody said something.
I think they said no.
Okay.
Yeah, I said that.
In order to be a director and to get a director paycheck every month, you have to do a minimum of 750 in personal sales, and your team has to do 5,000. I'm here to tell you 20 years of experience. If you want to make sure as a new director that you qualify and get a paycheck as director every month, pretend you never saw that 750 number and change it to 2,500. Okay? Because that's going to get you where you want to be. All right, let's go to the next one. Awesome. So sometimes when people are so focused on promoting to director, they think, I have made it when they got there. And we're like, yeah, because we do make a really big deal about you getting there. But what I want you to realize is that director is only the first step in the ladder of Pampered Chef, in the ladder that takes you to the top, okay? So we want to continue to move forward in our business. And in order to do that, we want to focus. As soon as we get to director, we start thinking about advanced director. You heard Julie say that the fast track program, you get 500 when you promote, you get 500, another 500 when you hold that title for 3 months, but you get $1,000 if you promote to advanced director within the first 6 months. That is a huge bonus. They want you to be focused beyond director, okay? They want you to move up to the advanced director level. Advanced director is the first level of what we call upper level management in Pampered Chef, and you get a lot of extra benefits and you get invited to a lot more things when you're there, which is really cool. And this is where you're really going to start seeing the money come in, okay? You're going to see a huge difference in the amount of money that you earn. So advanced directors, just like directors, they get an override on their people. But now as an advanced director, you have multiple levels of people, because I have the people in my first line, and then I have the people in the director, I have a director, right? So Jen, let's talk about Jen. Jen's girl, Jill, who had recruited in the last step there, she gets excited and she decides to promote. So now Jen's a director. She has at least 4 people on her first line. Plus she has Jill, who Jill is now a director, and she's got 5 people on her first time, right? So she's going to get 3% override on her first line, okay? She's going to get 2% override on her second line. All of a sudden, she's making money on multiple generations. Does that make sense? Okay. So you go to advanced director, and then you can go to senior director. You can keep moving up wait, go back for a second. Because on the bottom right-hand corner, there is a thing you guys might want to scroll it, zoom into it a little bit, and look at the average annual incomes for the different levels. So advanced director average annual income is $29,000. Senior director is $52,000. Executive director is $78,000. We're talking serious money all of a sudden, right? Senior executive director, it's $100,000, and national exec, it's $213,000. So I think that's a good amount of money. People think, oh my gosh, do you really make any money selling spatulas? Yes, we do. All right, we can go on to the next one. So you're going to keep moving up. Now, when you get to this next level above senior director, you get to executive, and then you have your 3 of your really, this is your premier level of leadership: executive director, senior executive director, and national executive director. Now, what makes this premier? At executive level, you start getting a car allowance, okay? Enough money that you could easily buy yourself a brand new Honda, and it would be paid for every month, okay? At senior executive level, you could buy yourself a BMW or 2 Hondas, and they'd be paid for every month, okay? So whatever your personal preference is. Also, what happens at executive level is you get invited to the executive level seminar, which next year is going to be in Paris, France. So that's kind of exciting. And then at national executive level, there's actually an opportunity to get some retirement income, which is really nice. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So let's talk about why you, what it would look like if you were a director. So to imagine you're a director team with average monthly sales of 10,000, because we don't want to talk about 5,000. We want to be a really good director team. What would your 3% monthly override be? Somebody shout out the answer. $10,000 team sales. What would 3% of $10,000 be? All right, I'll take $300. $300. You're not doing any more shows than you did before. You're spending some time on the phone. You're going to do a once-a-month meeting with your team. You might join in on something like this as a, an observer the first time and then a participant. You're going to be working maybe 5 or 6 extra hours over what you were working before every week, and you're going to make an extra $300 a month. What could that extra $300 do for you? Did you guys know that $300 a month is the statistic where people go into bankruptcy? $300. You heard that Nicole said that 2 paychecks from Pampered Chef got her house out of foreclosure. It's a little bit of money that they're short every month that causes that kind of thing. So that $300 could make a huge difference in your life. All right. Now that's only override income. That's not your personal sales and your bonuses. And oh, as director, we get all the products for free. I have 2 sets of brand new products right by my front door in my house at the moment. Would anybody else like to have 2 sets of brand new products? A set for to keep and a set to give out as incentives? That's pretty cool, right? All right. So here's a question. Now, you want your team recruiting also, right? You want to recruit, but you also want your team to recruit. When your team is recruiting and you're super excited and you're training those people, what should you be doing? You should be recruiting also. You're the leader of your team. What does the leader do? The leader sets the example for everybody else to follow. So if you're not recruiting, they're not going to. You're not selling, they're not going to. Okay? So you have to think about that. As a director, you are the leader, and whatever you do, your team is going to do also. That also means whatever you don't do, your team will also not do. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the next slide. I will move on to my next thing here. Sorry, I got to make this bigger so I can actually read it because it's terrible. All right, let's talk about why you might want to be a director. Who wants to share with me why they want to be a director? I need a couple people to share.
More independence.
Independence. What do you mean by independence? Because that terminology can be different for each person.
Yes. Not having to work a full-time job and working this solely. Like Nicole was saying, she finally gave up her day job.
So you're looking to be able to make your own schedule and make your own hours.
Yes, definitely.
That's awesome. Very good. Who else would like, thank you for sharing. Who else would like to share? Why would you want to be a director? Why are you involved in this program? We heard Lee say earlier that she just wants to help change people's lives. And I think that's awesome. I know that's one of the driving forces. Who else wants to share? Somebody else hop in.
I'll say for me, it will be financial independence. Set my own schedule, and then I have 2 daughters in college, so I'll be able to help them.
I'm feeling you, sweetie. I got 3 of them in college. It's a killer. The whole thing, it costs a lot of money. So being able to help them with their college expenses and being able to make your own schedule is huge. I mean, there was years where my husband said, hey, we don't really need your job anymore. You could stop doing Pampered Chef. And I said, but we need to be able to have that freedom. And Pampered Chef gives us freedom, right? And what does it give us freedom to do? It gives us freedom to help pay for the kids' college. It gives us freedom to travel. It gives us freedom to do things that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And that's a huge thing. Who else wants to share?
To give me the independence to be able to say, actually, yes, I can do this. The confidence.
Oh yeah.
That's huge, because for so long, I've always been told that, you need that 9-to-5 job that has the 401k, that has the benefits, that has this, you know, to be able to say, no, I can actually do something that's not a 9 to 5 job, that doesn't have that 401k, and I can do it my way.
Yeah. And you can, Kim. There were years that my husband kept saying when the kids were little, what are you going to do when the kids grow up? What are you going to do? Are you going to go back to work? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to do this? By the time my children actually did grow up and go to school full time, he had stopped asking that, because the first year that my fourth one went to school full time, they made $36,000 that year. And he said, you know, you could go to work full time and maybe make that amount of money, but it would impact our lives because I'm here and I can take care of the children. And if somebody's homesick, or like a snow day like today, and tomorrow's a 2-hour delay, I don't have to call in sick to work. I don't have to say I'm going to be late. I can take her to the orthodontist. That freedom is a huge, huge thing.
Right.
It really is. And you can truly make enough money to be able to do this. All right. Go ahead and switch us to the next one. Oh, that we already did that one. Director requirements. We talked about this already. 5 people, 750 in personal sales, and 5,000 in team sales, because we already did that. Okay. Our goal is to be an executive team. Yes, it is. We will be there, and we will be so excited. Executive teams get a lot of extra little perks, including knowing things before the rest of the company does. Okay, let's go on. All right, so this is my last slide. So let's talk about our 90-day director formula, okay? It truly only takes 90 days to promote to director. That doesn't mean every single one of you will promote in 90 days. We would love it if you all did, but we are realistic and we know that doesn't always happen. And that's okay, because some of you are crock pots and some of you are pressure cookers, right? So depends on which personality type you are in, okay? So your pressure cookers, some of those pressure cookers will promote in 30 days, okay? We're gonna call you QCs, aren't we? All right, so let's talk about how we get there. This is your formula. Book 8 parties a month. 8 will make you great. If you went through our 6 Weeks to Success program that we just finished, you know 8 will make you great. From the very beginning of Pampered Chef, they've always said 2 parties every week, no matter what, will get you everything you want in this business, including promotions, including vacations, including the paycheck you want, and you will earn every incentive they give out, okay? So book 10, because you're always gonna lose 2. Always, 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 okay? This says book 8, lose 2, hold 6. I say book 10, lose 2, hold 8, okay? Because you want to do 8. When you do that and you're seeing, we'll go with what they have here, 6 parties, 10 guests per party, you're going to see 60 people every month, that means. And does anybody remember what the statistic is of how many people you have to talk to in order to sign one? Anybody remember that statistic? You got to talk to 10 to sign 1. So that means out of 60 people, you're hopefully going to sign 3. Now, that doesn't mean that will happen, but it means that 6 of them will allow you to have an additional conversation with them. And then probably a third of those people will actually sign with you, and you'll wind up with 2 recruits every month, okay? But in order to get 2 recruits every month, you have to be seeing enough people, and that's why they say you have to do 8 parties every month, okay? It really, if you're not seeing the people, you are not going to have the people to talk to. Does that make sense? So you do 2 personal recruits every month. Within 3 months, you have 6 recruits, and that's 1 more than you would need to promote, isn't it? So this isn't really very difficult, is it? When the first step is to book your parties. All right, switching over to Nicole.
You're doing 1 through 20, I thought.
I thought that was 20.
No, that's 19. You're at 19.
Oh, okay. I counted them wrong then. All right. So
Do you have your script, Michelle?
What?
Do you have your script?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought that was the end of my thing.
Nope, that's cool. I just want to make sure you had it.
Yeah. So how are we going to support you? Well, the way we support you is we will train your first people. When we train them, though, you are going to be sitting with us and you are going to be listening in and you will be helping. Okay. Why do we do this? Because this is how you get to be promote to director. You need to, it's on the job training. Okay. So we're going to support you by, first of all, teaching you all the skills you need to get to director. okay? And that's what we're going to be doing over the next 5 weeks. I'm going to be teaching you every skill. In order to teach you these skills and to get to director, we the first step is we're going to be talking about bookings, okay? And we will be having a booking blitz this week, because the first step to getting there is seeing enough people. So in order to see enough people, we have to get enough shows on our calendar. Does anybody have 8 shows on their calendar for the month of March? Which is, I mean, you know, that's where we're going into. We have one more week in February. Hopefully you have 2 shows left in the month of February and 8 shows in the month of March. If you don't, this is the whole reason we're going to be doing the booking blitz this week, because we want to see that on your calendar, because we just learned the concept of enough, seeing enough people, okay? So that's the first step. The other thing we're going to be doing, in addition to these 6 calls where we do specific training, is we are going to be giving you homework. Okay, and when we give you homework, we really need you to do it. And just like I explained to my children, homework is not a punishment from your teacher. Homework is a way for them to help reinforce the concepts that they taught you in school that day. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're teaching you concepts, and just like Kim said, she needs to hear things more than once. We're going to give you homework in order to do that. So this is what an overview of what our calls are going to be. Prospecting and booking away from the show, which is the first one. Booking at the show, which is number 2. Host coaching, which is really, really important. So I guess that's where I got confused, because this one also says 90 days to director. Host coaching, which is how to make sure we have the best show we possibly can, working smarter, not harder. Informing and inviting, this is talking about actual recruiting and the opportunity to join our business. How to do an interview or an opportunity chat, and then how to get our new consultants started off strong.
Right, my turn?
Your turn.
All right. So this year, what you're looking at here is your consultant 90-day tracker. Your 90-day tracker is also found, I'm pretty sure, on Pampered Chef University, that you can print that out too. You do 750 in personal sales, and that's what's going to get you to your director, your promotions, and all that good stuff. 5,000 in team sales is what holds your director title, and you get paid at director at that level then as well. And of course, you also need 5 active consultants in your personal team. And that can be direct or indirect, just like we were talking about a while ago. Indirect means that maybe one other person has recruited on your team then as well. Of course, you want to fill out your why you have decided to be a director, or why you have joined as a consultant, because your why is a huge part of why you joined as a consultant in the first place. So why did everybody join as a consultant with Pampered Chef? You know, your why has to be strong enough. You want to share that at every single party, whether it's virtual or at a cooking party as well. And of course, you want to promote. You want to write down a promotion of a director date that you want to see yourself promote to a director then as well. All right, you can go to the next slide. And then of course, your month 1 here, parties booked and your parties held. This is also printable out through on Consultants Corner or on Pampered Chef University in the end as well. So you want to make sure that you have this printed out to keep track of every single thing that you're doing. Your host coaching is on here. You can write in here, type it in, whichever you prefer. With your host coaching, when you have talked to this person, keep track of everything that you're doing, because once you start booking a lot of shows, even 8 shows a month is a lot, you start to lose track of who it is that you're talking to and all that kind of stuff. At the end of that party, you can write down who all has attended. Even if it's virtual, you should be able to go back onto that group page and be able to see who attended that party as well. And of course, who took home info from the party. So who has taken home the info about joining as a consultant? You want to keep track of those names as well on here. You could actually make like an entire little folder or a binder. I know myself personally, I have a little binder that I keep track of different things for throughout my shows, and write down people's names of who attended what the sales were, and all that kind of stuff. And then of your appointment for the opportunity chat, keeping track of all of that then as well for everything. Your bookings that you got from each party. Here's the big thing I will say about all of the bookings that you get from each party. You want to make sure that you're booking 2 shows from every party, no matter what. Outside orders. You still need to reach out to everybody that placed outside orders. So make sure that you're getting phone numbers for all of those outside order people then as well. I personally, for me, reaching out for outside orders, a lot of people nowadays, they do not answer their phone. So I send text messages, and it's the same exact text message to numerous different people in the end then too. All right, you want to go to the next slide? You want to add anything in there, Julie?
Nope, let's keep going.
Okay, all right. Teamwork makes the dream work. Without a team, you have no way of advancing up the ladder as a consultant and being able to make even more money in the end as well than for yourself. So they always say with a team, and when you put yourself together with everything, teamwork truly does make the dream come true for everyone then too. Not just for yourself, but anybody out there that is in Pampered Chef. And then, of course, we have our belief triangle here, just like from the last time. And I've seen this a million times, guys. Your beliefs determine your actions. Your actions determine your results. You have to believe. If you don't believe in yourself, the products, and everything that Pampered Chef has to offer, you will not, honestly, you're not going to get as far as you want in the business. So your belief needs to come first. Belief is going to then, of course, go into your actions. Your actions, anything that you do to put forth effort into your business is going to give you the actions and the results that you want to see from your business. If you do no actions, you're not going to see any results. Okay, so you have to, I'm just going to say it, you have to put your money where your mouth is in order to see any action. Okay, so belief needs to come first, actions, and then you're going to see results, and your results are obviously going to go into your beliefs, because it's going to reinforce your beliefs in the end. All right, go to the next slide. Rate your belief. Now, here's the big thing I will say. Your belief needs to be at least a 10 or higher for you to really move your business forward. So who here is your product belief? What is your product belief? Do you truly believe in the products that we have out there to offer as a consultant to others? With this business in the end, do you truly believe that these products that come into the others' kitchens can change how others cook in the end? Okay. Your host opportunity. We have an amazing host program. You can't get any better than our program. You really can't. I have hosted with other direct sales companies out there, and it's usually a percentage off. Well, with us, it's free. So the host opportunity program is huge. Like, who else offers that much in free and half price? And then you get a half price item as long as the party's held in 6 months. That's another huge opportunity. Your business opportunity. Do you believe in our business opportunity that's put out there as well? Obviously, you guys have to believe in that because you joined. You joined as a consultant, so you have some of that belief. You know you can make a go of this in the end. So let's believe that it can change others' lives then as well. The company, do you believe in our company and what they're doing and all the different changes that they are making every couple of months for us? Yourself. You have to believe in yourself to get anywhere with the business in the end. And then, of course, others out there, you're going to want to believe in others as well, that they truly do want to join as a consultant on your team. And once you start believing, you're going to have other people that will come in and will start believing. So what will you do to strengthen your own belief? Okay, so think about that for a few minutes. What is some things that you could do that could strengthen your own belief in any of these? So rate yourself on a 1 to 10. You know, I would hope that you definitely believe in these products, because obviously you love Pampered Chef products or you wouldn't have joined. My goal is to become a executive director in the next 6 different things, So write down your goals. If you don't write down your goals, more than likely you won't achieve what you're striving to go forward with. Okay. All right. Go then. Yep. All right. So our team looks like this now. Senior director team on the horizon. Woohoo! Michelle, Julie, Lily Crop, and then we got me down there as a director then as well. So Julie is an advanced director. Michelle is an advanced director as well. So our senior team, I can't see that on the side there. I'm not sure what that says in the corner there.
I'm not sure where you're reading. I'm a director, by the way. We're a director team right now.
Okay, and Julie's yes, Julie is also a director team. Julie Sherman. There's two Julies here.
Yes.
So this is, what do you want your team to look like in the next, say, 90 days or 6 weeks? Write it out. Do up a graphic like this. If you can do it and write it, do it as a board, or you can also do it digitally. I do a lot of things digitally now instead of taking the time to put everything on a board in the end as well. Okay. All right, go ahead. What does it mean to be an executive team? So to be an executive team, it means more consultants sharing an incredible products, more customers using our products to make lives easier in the kitchen, more families gathering around the table, more hosts getting our products free and at product discounts, more hosts and guests enjoying a night out, obviously, more of us reaching dreams and goals. But what does it really look like for you in the end to be an executive team? For anyone out there that is striving to get for more in this business, it is possible to reach the executive level. Of course, you got to have your directors and recruiting and all that good stuff then as well, like we kind of talked about a few minutes ago. So an executive team is not impossible to reach. It is very doable in the end. All right, go ahead. Did you switch it?
I did. Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. All right. So Director Bound requirements. Here's your requirements, guys, that you'll want to do each and every single week. Have 8 shows booked and hold at least 6 each month. Whether it's Facebook, cooking parties, or even just if you want to do fundraisers. I love fundraisers. So even if you just do fundraisers, so hold at least 6 a month. Participate live, not on the recordings, on all 6 calls and give them your full attention. Listen to the replay within 24 hours if you miss a call. Complete call to action from each call. Complete consult 90-day tracker as each show is held, so make sure you have that printed out. Commit to a show-based coaching after each show as well, whether it's a cooking party or if you're going to be doing nothing but Facebook shows then as well. All right, go ahead. So this week's call to action: book your calendar to 8 shows a month for February and March. Make a log, spiral notebook or electronic, of contacts. Shoot for 50% new contacts, because you want to have your business be a lot of new contacts each and every single week. Do a power hour on days you don't have shows. Listen, and that power hour can be split up. If you want to split it up by 10 minutes, 15 minutes each day, just do a power hour at least every couple of days. All right.
What's a power hour?
A power hour is when you are reaching out to multiple different people, whether it's going to be through phone calls or text messages. So you want to simply just be reaching out to people about bookings or customer care calls as well, because customer care calls can lead you into bookings as well.
So
So you-
generally, can I jump in real quick, Nicole?
Yes, go ahead.
So generally the way we describe it is it's 4 15-minute blocks. So you spend 15 minutes on booking, 15 minutes on recruiting, 15 minutes on customer care, and the last 15 minutes will be to create parties, make packets, any kind of wrap-up work that you need to do. So that way you're hitting all parts of your business in an hour.
Correct. Yes. Thank you. So Power Hour, you want to make sure you're doing that. Listen to Make It a Full Calendar with Ann McMillan. Olivia, cannot pronounce last name there. You guys see it. On Consultants Corner, Pampered Chef University, under bookings and courses, peer sharing resources.
And we'll put
we will
this screen
post
up so you don't have to write this down. Sorry, Nicole. Just so everybody knows, this is going to be right in the Facebook page, so you'll be able to reference this.
Yes, definitely. So it'll all be right there. You guys will be able to see this right there. This is basically what we're going to give you guys is as homework, as we say, not punishment, but as a homework for you to be able to do each and every single week. Okay, go to the next slide. All right, who's ready to commit to Director Bound? Because I'm excited for everybody on here. I would love to get some feedback on everything, so make sure that you're posting. I would also really, I don't know about you and Julie and Michelle, but I would like to see some activity as well in the page this time too. Go out and get some out and about contacts and different things like that. Post a picture. Do different things out there. Let us know what you're doing to move your business forward, because this also helps motivate others in the business then as well. When they see somebody else doing something, they're like, oh, okay, well, I better catch up to her in the end. So some what I like to call friendly competition. All right. So just make sure that you're, post little things in the group page then too. Okay. If you guys want to add anything, please feel free, Julie, Michelle, whatever you want to do there.
We're just excited to have you here, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys grow.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's the goal. The goal is growth every single week. So that is what we want to see. We want to see some growth. We want to see you talking to people, generating interest, doing interviews, doing 3-way interviews with us. We just want to see you doing something in your business to move yourself forward, taking baby steps to directorship, and then turning it into leaps and bounds.
Absolutely. And every single one of you is here because we believe in you and we can see your success even if you can't see it yet. We can see every single one of you crossing stage at conference. We can hear ourselves screaming for you. We can see all of us at Disney next year. We can see all of that for every single one of you. So if you feel like your belief is falling short, reach out to us because we have belief in you to spare. Congratulations on taking the first step. Thank you all for investing some time tonight. And we are so excited for the next 6 weeks and to see how much growth every single one of you has.
Yeah.
Keep in touch on the Facebook
Thank
page.
you.
We're going to do a lot of great things together. Thank you all so much. And here's to our next group of directors. Woohoo! Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.